This is the wireless controller by Nyxi for the Nintendo Switch. In today's video, I'm showing you all the functionalities with this controller, the different colors they have, and by the end of it, I'm letting you know if it's a must buy or not coming up right now. Unboxing for this controller is not necessary. It literally has the controller, a USB cord, and the instruction manual. Literally, that's all it is. It was super simple, super easy. The very first thing I want to talk about with this controller is comfort. Now, this must be the most comfortable controller I've ever held when it comes to Joy-Cons on the Switch itself. It just offers a bigger grip than this flimsy small ones comes with the Switch, and you literally can just wrap your hand around it and actually feel like you're holding a controller versus, you know, what you usually hold with the normal Joy-Cons that come with the Nintendo Switch. This definitely adds just so much value in my personal opinion. And then you have the fact that you can actually take these Joy-Cons off the Switch and have an actual controller when it comes to this too. Now, for transparency on this, I will say I'm not as big as a fan with it being used as a controller because it does feel a little different from like a pro controller that I usually use, and I just prefer that over the Joy-Cons being a controller itself. But when it comes to the Joy-Cons being the Joy-Cons is what this controller, you know, this was really built for that purpose. They just added this functionality where you can make it a wireless controller if you want to, which is a brilliant touch by Nyxi. There's no comparison. They really feel great. There's probably other companies out there that do something similar. I haven't played with them, but I know for this, for sure, I love it. Let's talk about RGB lighting for a second. Anybody that knows me knows I love lights on Xbox controllers and Switch controllers or PlayStation controllers. Literally any controller you get, if you have RGB lights on, I'm like, ooh, look at that. So when it comes to the RGB lights on this, it's definitely a great touch. There's several different functionalities you can go through and pick a color you like. This thing also comes in 3 different colors. You have black, white, and transparent. So you have a little bit of an option when it comes to different controllers. And you never know, Nyxi might end up coming up with different colors down the road or something like that to add even more options to their growing army of controllers. 2 other features on this controller include gyroscope and vibrators. So the vibrators can be used at 175, 50, or 30%. You can actually adjust the way you want them by using the back of the controller and using the D-pad and all that. And the gyroscopes work just perfectly fine. I went to the settings on the Nintendo Switch itself and just checked out the sticks itself, made sure there was no like messed up areas or anything like that. And if you're getting value out of this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. It literally takes you a second and it shows me you like content like this, and it allows other people to see it so I can eventually hit my sub goal of 1,000 subs. Let's get back to it. Another function on this controller is the extra buttons on the back. There's no pro controller or any kind of controller without extra buttons, extra functionalities with these buttons. And yes, there is 2 on the back. These are not paddles. These are buttons. Be very clear on that. Some of y'all like, they're not paddles, Pew. They're buttons. They're buttons, okay? I agree with you. What I like about the buttons are they're nice, they're easy, they're just built into the controller. There's nothing too complex with them. What I don't like about the buttons, from my understanding, is I can only program the right Joy-Con with the right buttons on the Joy-Con itself. So like the underneath, I can only program it with, you know, those buttons on that right Joy-Con. And the left Joy-Con, I can only program the buttons with the left Joy-Con. It kind of takes away just a little bit because I want to use X, Y, B, and A on both buttons. That's just me personally. If that's not you and you have other functionalities where you'd rather use something on the left Joy-Con with a left button on the bottom, then that's perfectly fine. But I gotta be honest in these reviews, so that's literally just a little bit of something that did disappoint me just a little bit. And last but not least, let's talk about price. Now, I want to be transparent with you guys real quick. Nyxi did send me this controller. They didn't pay me. I'm not partner any kind of way, but they also attached a coupon code with it. So if you want to go to their website, I'll leave a link in the description below and you'll just get a discount with it. Last but not least, capture cards can be very hard to find, especially for next gen consoles. So if you're looking for a capture card, make sure you check out this video right here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.